All right, this is another shiny gold trade. I found the trade. Well, I didn't. The precise date wasn't given, but this was a trade from kind of pulled from Gary Williams's what he put on Facebook some time ago about trades from students. So this is on BlackRock back in November. I guess it's December 3rd or October 30th, 2023, but closes in November, so that's how he counts it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the S&P right here. If we were to look at the S&P, we have, okay, there we go. A straight line up on the 233, and if you look at the daily, not quite straight line up, but they definitely appear to be moving up. This is almost fired. We have this closing. This is narrowing, and this is coming off the bottom Bollinger Band. So if you look at the Dow is also doing something pretty similar. Take a second for the date to change. So this one may be better, actually. Straight line up. We have trigger fired. It's getting closer. That's quite close. You could probably call that almost crossing right there. And coming off here, so not quite straight line information there, but it's definitely moving up and shows support. So that's on the market. For the stock, I said for the color of the candle, I said white. Actually, I said two whites. On the color of the color, I come back to the 233 straight line up. Yep. The 3-day, we have coming off the bottom Bollinger Band. Also, there's a purple line auto wave. There's a histogram reversal kind of starting soft evidence, and then or soft support, and then we have it cocked quite deeply. It's been cocked for quite some time. On the daily, bottom Bollinger Band, auto wave, purple line, stock RSI, the MACD. So several pieces of hard evidence, kind of depending on how you count some of those, but plenty. I guess I'll go through the considerations really quick. The dog, I would say, is up. The elephant on the weekly, in the end, that looks like it's standing still to me. Kind of unsure whether it's going to go up or down. I think the color would be up, but I think it's standing still at this point. And then the herd on the monthly, I think that is down, although I can't see it right here. The movement is up. The direction is standing still. The rope, I think, is sideways right here on the daily. The 3-day, I think that, or the condition of the rope is, I guess I wrote standing still, so I probably didn't write the right thing there. I would say I think it's pretty good. I don't know what GW would say, but that's my take. I think this is a short to medium duration trade. The auto wave calculation is 607. Up here, this is 28 down, so 607 plus 14 is 621. It's late October. There's no crash in October, although there was a quite significant decline. I wouldn't call that a crash, though. And so it's the very end of October, fall winter trading zone. Earnings were less than 3 weeks ago, so there's another little catalyst there, and it was a beat. I said I know a lot more probably could be said for the considerations, but that's all I put in here. I did not pull up the options chart. I don't think this has historical ones. So I said purchase a 615 to blow through it, which is probably, well, anyway. I won't go through each of the charts necessarily. I kind of did to a degree with the dog, elephant, and herd and the movement, direction, rope, condition of the rope effectively. So for the predictive paragraph, I said 3-candle period. Basically, I had it hitting here, intersecting with the daily 13. From there, I had it rising to the 30. I mean, possibly it could rise to the 34, and the daily 21. and pause. From there, it could rise to the 55 and pause. And then there's this additional, like the 55, and there's even the top Bollinger Band, and the daily's 34. This probably, if this would be changing directions probably. So, and it could even reach the top Bollinger Band of the daily, and then on the 3 days over here, you have some of the stuff. 21 and 377. So I said I would purchase. So it's the end of October. Let's say just like the normal monthly November call, 6:15 calls, and just for personal reference, it's 6:07:12 at the decision time. So we'll move forward from here. And actually, I don't think the 7 candle rule is necessarily required, but yeah, no harm to just keep your eye on it. So definitely moving in our direction. Staying, we'll go 2 more. So the 233, as far as exit criteria, I guess there's not a wave line. Well, there is, and the green is nearly cocked. Oh yeah, well, I said that the red DM line is kinked down, which is kind of an indicator to me. Oftentimes, nothing on the daily. I mean, I guess I could have said the 13. That would have been more accurate. The 3 day, nothing new. So staying. So we'll just go ahead for our next candle. Okay, that was nice. You could say. So we're at the top. We're above the top Bollinger Band, touching the 55, but we're well above it, so it's not really resistance anymore, but it's there. The auto wave line, the stock RSIs are greater than 80. We're cocked, and we do have a continuation on the 3 day. We have the auto wave line, the 34, and there's continuation on the 3 day. There's the 13, and I said there's six or more exit criteria. So, but we are staying. But there was still room for us to go. Let's go to the next candle. This one just is a doji, doesn't do anything, basically, and actually has the same exit criteria except for it's a doji candle this time. So they had 7 or more exit criteria, but I said staying still. A pause right there was certainly not unexpected. And then we will go for one more to the first candle on the 3rd. And this one, big gap up outside the top Bollinger Band, auto wave, stock RSI is greater than 100 and actually starting to, not really quite crossing, but could soon. It's cocked. There is continuation. Still on the daily, there's the up auto wave line, there's the 55, top Bollinger Band, very nearly cocked. And there's continuation. The 21, there is the 21 and the 37, 377. I said exit here. The forward chart reading predicts pullback to within the bottom Bollinger Bands with a significant gap and potential resistance above. And so went from on just the stock price 607 to 660 on 11.3. The original person that submitted this said they're earning, they had a 601% return. Seems very likely they probably bought a more aggressive. I imagine they bought in a more aggressive, a different stock price, and probably different, like a different strike price and a different expiration. But for me, in my experience, I'm certainly very pleased with this. I called this shiny gold, shiny gold, shiny gold. There were a couple of, going back and reviewing this, there were a couple of minor areas, in my opinion, in my write-up that missed. So probably this should be dirty gold or even gold. But it's okay. There's plenty. It's good to learn here. For the middle, I said shiny gold considered each candle without favor or emotion, even on these ones right here and right here. And then exit, I was shiny gold exit, and it was the correct candle without additional greed. Now, could I do this in real life? That's the goal. So I practice, right? What did I learn? In my opinion, if I were to go back to the beginning of this trade, let's see if it'll just bump me back right there. I think this would be the definition of Gary Williams's. This would be a stupid, obvious trade in Gary Williams's book, in many, many ways. And so, look for these. I get nervous when I see this 21 moving average lines. Like, it's only 8 points above. It said, well, because often that is a break and it stops, and it could have been a stop. But even then, that's what I did. And maybe I'll watch this in the future and I'll find some other things and I'll say what a dummy. If I look at I'm just going to pull up my calendar really quick and take a peek. November 2023. So I bought that was a Monday when the close on a Monday. It says right there right here in this thing that was a Monday, and I bought basically 3 entire weeks. So if I didn't think it was going to jump that high, and so I still think that was a pretty good option price. Like, it jumped twice. So had it just kind of gone out steadily, instead of this one and then this one, maybe that would have been a reasonable thing. And actually, just for fun, I'll just pull forward. You see, that was actually the perfect exit right there. So maybe the previous other person, they had a higher. I'm rambling here. Why am I rambling? I don't know. Maybe they went 625 or 620 or something higher on that, and then they were a little bit closer in. Well, I guess no need to blabber on here. That's it.